everybody. I'm Bill Anderson. Alongside me, the head football coach, Cascade Champions, Mr. Jake Tyre. Today's show is brought to you by Leverett's Power Washing, commercial, residential, roof, soft washing, pressure washing, gutters, homes, and concrete. 931-619-0654. Give the folks at Leverett's a call and they'll hook you up. One of the premier power washing companies in Middle Tennessee. Coach, you went up to Monterey, got beat 28-23. Unlike the script that we'd had the other four games, you find yourself in quite the hole. You get down 7-0. I'm assuming that play on the scoop and score was designed to be a screen. Looked like it was a lateral, got picked up. You're in a 14-0 hole fast.
Yeah, I mean, we go down. I mean, like I said, unlike the last few weeks where we've been one of the last few games where we came out hot in the first quarter and second quarter and, came out, scored some points. Friday night, kicked the ball off. Opening drive, they methodically moved down the field and scored. I mean, they're a pretty good ball team. And then our first play from scrimmage, we throw a little screen to Sawyer out the backfield. It was behind him and he missed it and hit him. It was just hard to catch. And they picked it up, scoop and score. So you look at first 7 minutes of the game, we're down 14-0.
So it was behind the line of scrimmage. It was a lateral, not a pass.
Yeah, I mean, it was a screen pass, but it was just behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, behind the quarterback. Right. So our timing got messed up a little bit right there. I don't know. It was all from the start. So we get the ball back. We can't run the ball. I mean, we had a hard time running the ball Friday night.
It was probably halfway through the second quarter before you had a first down or somewhere close to there.
Yeah, it was on in the game. And so I think it was quick 3 and out, punted back, and then they drove down the field. Had a big play on third down, got the first down, and scored. So we're down 21-0 in the second quarter. And we start to get our feet underneath us defensively. We have 2 big stops. We're driving down inside the 40, have a couple penalties. Had to attempt I think it was a 50-yard field goal. He was wide left a little bit. Get the ball right back, quick 3 and out, right for the half. Drive down inside about the 20, and then just ran out of downs and had to kick another field goal. So we go in the half, 21-3. Come out in the third quarter, really neither one of us did much of anything. Our defense started playing really well. Offensively, we just could not find our rhythm. And so we get into the fourth quarter. They score beginning of the fourth quarter to make it 28-3. And the kids, we just started scoring. We scored 3 touchdowns right there in a row. Things started going our way. We scored our last touchdown about 3.5-4 minutes to go. And I told them, I said, hey, we're going to kick it deep. I'm going to use timeouts. We're not going to onside kick it. We got plenty of time, got faith in the defense. They were playing lights out at that point. And so just how we scripted, they 3 and out. I called all 3 timeouts. We get the ball back. About 3 minutes to go in the game. They don't have a very long punt. We get the ball back at the 50. First play, get a good 10-yard gain. Second play, get a good gain. And then we have intentional grounding, moved us back some. And we have quarterback runs the ball and aiding the runner call where one of my linemen kind of pulled him forward. So we're looking at 2nd and 20 now from about the 50, and quarterback is trying to make a play and he throws an interception. But like I said, that one play didn't define that game. I mean,
your kids fought back.
Yeah. They had a chance. I mean, and I had somebody text me Saturday morning and say, Coach, man, I thought the adjustments y'all made at halftime, y'all looked a whole lot better in the second half. And I sent him back. I said, man, we didn't make any adjustments. We just played our game plan like we wanted to play from the start. I say it was a long drive up there. I guess we're kind of out of whack. They don't have any visitor stands, so that was weird. I told the head coach after the game, I said, man, y'all got the best home field advantage I've ever been to. I mean, not having somebody behind you, just that background noise, it's quiet and eerie, it's weird. But they have a beautiful place up there, man. It's that stadium and the way they built it into the school with the stands and the press box. I mean, it was a beautiful place. Great people. Like I said, they were they helped us out a lot, and we were on the wrong end of it, and it was we just did not play. We didn't play up to our potential. I had a meeting with the upperclassmen today. I said, guys, you just gotta we got to do it. And, you can't wait on somebody to do it for you. So
good news is it wasn't a region game.
It wasn't a region game. No,
it was not a region game.
It kind of stops the momentum we were having. We had 4 straight, but it wasn't a region game.
It's a chance you see it in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see it first round probably. If we can do what we're supposed to do, come out here and win 2 of the 3 ball games or all 3, we may see them in the first round. So we'll get to see them again in the playoffs.
That might be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it like I said, the game plans we had were what we wanted. We thought we could throw the ball a little bit on them, and it was there. We were just out of sync kind of from the start. That first play that, the scoop and score kind of just threw the offense just out of sync, man. We threw the ball 33 times Friday. We're not going to be very successful throwing the ball that many times in a game. We only rushed for 50 yards, so they had a good game plan for us. I mean, I'll give them kudos. They did a good job of game planning us, and like I said, I'm hoping they didn't, give the template out there of what we need to do. We just up front, we didn't have a good game, and that's my fault. We've got to, get our head back on, get screwed back on, and get ready for this region run,
and get off to a fast start.
Yeah. Get off to a fast start. Like I said, we're not a team that's built to play from behind, and keep the game within 7-14. We can do all right with that. But you look at every one of our games that 3 losses we have. What have we done? We've gotten behind. Right. And so we've got to get better at that. And starting off strong, starting off with a pep in our step, helps out. Like I said, week off is a good week. We got to get some kids rested and get some kids healed up. Get some stuff fixed, some minor stuff. We ain't wholesale changing anything for sure. At this point in the season, it's kind of run what you brung. You ain't changing a whole lot. And if you are, then you're not doing a service to the kids, So we're gonna fix what we've been doing, and get better at that, offensively, defensively, special teams, and look at making this, like I told the kids today. I said, hey, we're in a 3-game playoff push right here. I said, it's a 3-game series. We got to finish out strong. Like I said, and it's good to have this week off to get some kids rested. Had a short practice today during, we were out of there by 3:00. Tomorrow they're off. They got ACT and all kinds of stuff tomorrow. So I said, guys, just take tomorrow off, and then we'll come in Wednesday and Thursday and work. Get better, get the kids rested, and at this point in the season, you're not wanting to beat up on your kids at practice. So just make sure we got timing right. The kids know what they're supposed to do. Right. I mean, they're a seasoned ball team. We're not telling them anything they don't already know. So it's kind of just getting them ready to go. And 2 weeks to game plan for somebody is awful nice. So, I'm
next opponent is Cannon Candy. Yeah, they play Friday night.
They do, yes.
Who they got?
They got Notre Dame in Chattanooga.
Okay.
So, like I said, in Cannon County, man, if you watch them on film or watch us on film, we run the exact same offense, pretty much the exact same defense. I mean, it's going to be – I say there's carbon copies of teams that we play. They are a carbon copy. We do a lot of the same things. So that'll make it easier for us for scout team because we can just call our plays and they can run them. So, but, yeah, it's they got a good ball team down there. Like they're 2-5 this year, but they've had the lead and –
well, they just had a big game with Cornersville. It was 45-42, that score in that one. Cornersville been putting up some points.
Yeah, they
very competitive ball game.
It was. They were ahead of Chapel Hill late. They were ahead of Fayetteville City late. I mean, they've been in some ball games to the fourth quarter. They've had some stuff breaks not go their way, but I mean they're a well coached ball team. Coach Daniel down there does a great job with them. So.
Did this score surprise you, Coach? Fayetteville 28, Sequatchie County 14. That kind of took me aback.
Well, I've seen Sequatchie once. I saw them on film when we played Watertown. I mean, they look like a pretty good ball team.
Fayetteville had only won 1 game coming into that. I mean, Fayetteville's got athletes.
But their schedule is kind of misleading. I mean, they've played some tough 3A, 4A schools and some tough smaller schools. So, I mean, nobody was beating on their door to play them. So, I mean, they had to play who they could. I don't think they finished their schedule up until like late December because they just couldn't find a 10th game. So,
and this Candy game will be at Cascade, and then the last two on the road.
Yes, sir. That'll be senior night. It'll be at home. Like I said, it's cool weather moving in here. Hey, it'll be football weather next week. So, like I said, it's the last home game, regular season game. Then we're on the road at Fayetteville and at Marion County. So, like I said,
the team you played too, Watertown, Giles County, they gave Giles County a good ball game, 50-34.
Watertown's
pretty good.
I told my kids today when we were meeting, I said, guys, I said we played some really quality opponents and beat some quality opponents. I said, you can't at any given time on a Friday night. And I mean, it's just like that on Saturday or Sunday, NFL. I mean,
right.
I mean, you look at, some of the scores from this weekend, I mean, at any given time, anybody can pull the upset or anybody can win. Like
my Titans go out and get pounded by the Cleveland Browns 27-3, come back the next week and get the Cincinnati Bengals the same way.
Exactly.
You just don't know.
You just don't know what's going to happen, So, like I said, whoever's fired up and whoever's ready to play, like I said, it's sometimes, nobody likes to lose, but sometimes the loss brings stuff back into perspective. So
I want to hit on something else, Coach. Your radio crew that you've got, I listen to them. I've listened to them several games here. I want to commend those guys. They do a good job, and I know that Central's starting this where they're doing it for these kids aspiring to do this. I did it for 12 years for Central. I did it for about 15 total. The one thing you got to do is you got to tell me what the score is, where the ball is, and what time it is.
Yep.
And they do an excellent job of that.
They do a great job.
Tell me a little bit about them.
I mean, Brandon and Noah.
Very. I
don't get to listen to the radio very often. But I'll re-listen to the Chapel Hill game a couple weeks ago on Saturday and Sunday, and they do a phenomenal job. I mean, they're two guys that
they're going to tell you the score. They're going to tell you where the ball is.
They're going to give you a little comedic relief in there, and they're going to talk about everything. I mean, I think both of their brothers are in the band, so they give the band a shout out. They talk about the band. Like I said, they do a good job, and we're blessed to have them. Like I said, I don't get to listen to them very often because usually I'm not going to re-listen to a broadcast.
It's not like the old days where you sit around and you listen to the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, they're getting out of their car, they're doing this, and they want to know the score.
Yep.
Where the ball is and how much time's left.
Exactly.
And those guys do a really nice job.
Well, and WLIJ here in town, I mean, they do a great job with the streaming, where you can get online. You got an app on your phone that you can get on there and pull it up at any time. They have the broadcast, so you can listen to it the next day. You think back, 20 years ago, if you missed it on Friday, you weren't going to hear it again.
No, you weren't.
So you can go back. I think those guys probably do it just like I do or you do. Whenever we do this broadcast, I'll go home and say, hey, what am I doing? I ain't looking at the camera enough. So I'll make sure I'm looking at the camera more, or I'm saying this too much, or whatever. And so I'm sure they listen to themselves, and
nobody can tell this is not scripted. I guarantee you, there's no script with me and Coach Tyre.
100% not.
100% no script.
Yeah. So
strictly off the cuff.
It's they do a great job, like I said, and if I could somehow figure out in which there's a way you can match that up to your video feed. We don't stream our games, but we could stream our games. So if we could ever do that, they do a good job.
Back in the day, I did it for Coach Thaxton all those years, and we just took and plugged it straight up into the camera. It went from the mic to the camera. And it was awesome. All of Coach Thaxton's. This day, all of his tapes were that way. But that was how we did it back then. Hey, the Coach Tyre Show today is brought to you by Leverett's Power Washing, commercial, residential, soft roof washing, pressure washing, gutters, homes, and concrete. 931-619-0654. That is our sponsor, Leverett's Power Washing. You got the bye week. We get Cannon County. Then you get Fayetteville. Then you go to Marion County. But everything right now, the focus has got to be on senior night, Cannon County.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Cannon County's fighting for a playoff spot. They've got to win to get in the playoffs. And so that's what I told the kids today. I said, guys, hey, they're going to give you the best game you've had all year. They have got to win to get in the playoffs. So, or give themselves a chance.
Sure.
So we're not going to get, a team that's 2-5 or maybe 3-5 after this week. We're going to get a team that's going to be hungry. They know they've got to win to get in the playoffs, and they're a pretty good ball team. Like I said, they're no pushover. It's not going to be a hey, run out there and score 75 points on them. It's going to be a tight competitive ball game. They get after it. They got a tight end that's out of this world. He's a big kid, 6'5", probably 230. I think he may be committed to MTSU or going to commit to MTSU, something like that. But I mean, they're a good ball team, and we've got to come out there and we got to play. We got familiarity with them. We play them every year, so it's the first time it's ever been a region game. So we're excited, and like I said, I'm glad we got 2 weeks to prepare. That's
Sure. Sure. Let everybody know some stuff we got coming up tomorrow night. We'll have Coach Dryden's show on here at 6 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to be on special assignment. David Thomas will be doing Coach Grooms and Coach Edie on Wednesday. Very special assignment for me, Coach. Going to MTSU game.
Oh.
They're playing on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Jacksonville
I didn't know
State.
that.
Yeah.
Nice.
They played on Thursday, Wednesday, and next Tuesday. Now, my question is, if you're going to play during the week, where's it on TV? Because I think you got to stream their games to even watch them.
It'll be on ESPN.
I don't think these. I think it's on like ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't get Plus.
You don't get
I ain't
Plus.
paying for $100 for Plus.
I'll pay for it.
My daughter said there's a way out of it.
Get a good TV provider, and you don't have to worry about it.
Well, maybe you're right on that too.
Hey, upgrade to a smartphone. You really want to talk about it?
Oh, I got a smart TV.
Because Verizon gives you that package when you upgrade.
I do have a smart TV.
Nice.
58-inch. I had to have my daughter pick it up. But I had to have her set it up for me.
I like it.
Like, Julia, come in and fix it for Daddy. Daddy doesn't know how to do it. I may have to get her to show me how to even use the thing. Coach Jake Tyre, I'm Bill Anderson. See us next week, and get ready for Candy coming up, and we will see you all next week. And special thanks to Leverett Power Washing.